All right. Well, let's jump on the roller here, and we'll start rolling around because I'll just do it in a little bit different order today. All right. So starting off from your ankles and working your way up. So let's start on the back of your legs on your calves. Rolling up and down. Point those toes at each other. Point your toes away from each other. You can always move those legs back and forth. Right, so we shifting that tissue back and forth, just kind of giving everything a pull. And we can kind of do the same as you move up above your knee. Really just takes a couple passes on everything. And let's go ahead and move to your hips. We'll take care of the whole back part, and then we'll roll over to get the front. Let's roll over each cheek. Switching to the other side. And good. From there, let's roll over. Put the front of your thighs on the roller. Let's do one at a time. Right, so move that roller off to the side so that you can get all the way from your knee up to your waistband. So we're rolling the front, roll over the side and get the outside. And then finally on that leg, same leg, I'm going to turn off to the side, put that roller parallel to you, and put the inside of your leg on it. Okay, good. Then we repeat the process on the other side. Usually when you roll up to your hip flexor, so kind of all the way up to your hip bone on that side, those muscles tend to be really tight and thick. So as you're rolling, you might not get much out of it, but it is good to roll up and over those tissues. Get the inside of your thigh. And then while we're already kind of laying on your belly, let's go ahead and put the roller under your armpit. All right, so we can kind of roll that, your chest, like close to where it meets your shoulder. Just kind of rolling out a pec there. It's a little bit harder. You can either move yourself around a little bit on it, or put this right on your pec, and then move your shoulder through a range of motion. It sort of moves that tissue around on there. Let's get both sides. And finally, we'll roll it over, putting your mid back on the roller. Rolling up and down. And then we'll start our warm up from here. Let's tilt off to the side a little. Get the outside of the rib cage and the other side. Really just takes one pass or two. Working up and down. All right, from here, let's put that roller just under your shoulder blades. And you're gonna put your head in your hands and let yourself kind of look back, or look at least up and maybe back, depending on how far you go. I'm just looking to kind of open up over top of the roller. Roller up towards your head just a little bit. And let yourself open up. Should be feeling a stretch across your chest, or letting those elbows open up, trying to get them to the ground. And we should be getting a nice extension in your upper back also. And good, let's come up. Still using that roller. I'm gonna prop it up on one side, bring your knee up. Other leg is straight. Fingertips go together. We're just gonna open up. Exhale as you're opening up. One more time. Good, let's switch to the other side. While we're doing this stretch, I'll talk about the circuit a little bit. So this morning we're gonna go 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. But our 40 seconds of work is gonna be split between a hold. We're gonna start off with a hold, and then we're gonna do the reps for the final 20 seconds of it. So of our 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of it will be holding still, and 20 seconds will be going through the movement. All right, we got a total of 20 minutes of work time this morning. Sorry, let's come up to one hip turned in, one hip turned out. So we're trying to get two cheeks to the floor. And then let's go forward over that front leg. So elbows are going to the ground. We want to try to turn down so that your belly button faces the floor, right? Rather than being turned off to the side. Pretty much that means we're going to try to get weight into both elbows. And go ahead and switch sides. As you're doing this stretch, as you have your elbows down, if you start taking nice deep breaths into your belly, you'll feel that stretch tighten up as you breathe in. So you feel that stretch get a little bit tighter. You feel your belly press against your leg. And then as you exhale, you can kind of sink down into the stretch a little bit more. And good. Let's go push-up position. Hips up towards the sky. Let your heels drop down. Stretching the back of your legs. Shift side to side. And then we're coming up to standing. Let's just alternate lateral lunges here. We'll step out to one side and step out to the other. We're going to be doing split squats today. But so just for warm up, we'll just make sure we get moving sideways a bit. And good to go. Okay, so like I said, 40-20, 40 on, 20 off. of that 40 seconds, we're going to split it up between holding for a bit and then doing the work. So the first exercise is a split squat. So we're going to do a split squat on one side. So we hold it for 20, work for 20, rest for 20. Then we go the other split squat. Then we're going to do a single arm row. So we hold and then go through the movement for the last 20 seconds and then rest. Then we'll do the other hand. And then the last exercise is a glute bridge. So it's just 2 legs holding your hips up for 20 seconds. And then we go through the movement for the last 20 seconds and then we rest. Okay. So we got 4 rounds for a total of 20 minutes. And should be a good one. You can choose to hold the weight however you want. If you're holding weight for the split squats, they will be pretty tough. Anytime we would call it pre-fatiguing. Anytime you're pre-fatiguing before you start doing reps, things get a lot tougher. So let's get ready to go in 10 seconds. Grab the weight that you need. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, and split squat hold. Here we go. We're just going down, pressing that front leg down into the ground. Making sure your back leg is not doing a ton of work. It's gonna be pressing down, but you shouldn't feel stress or strain on your back knee. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and now we start going through the reps. Taking that knee down to the ground. Front leg does most of the work. Five seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we rest for 20. Okay, we got the other leg in front now. Starting in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Down for a hold. You can shift that body weight forward just a little bit more so you can really smash that front foot into the floor. Three seconds left on the hold. Starting the reps and go. Make sure we're completing each rep all the way up to the top. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now we move on to a row. Okay, so you can either put prop your hand up on something, or you can do it in space, whatever hand the weight is in. Set that foot back. Here we go. So if the weight's in your right hand, your right foot should be back behind you. We're just holding, elbow up to the ceiling. 5 seconds left on the hold. 2, 1, and we start moving. Making sure your spine stays nice and long. 10 seconds. So we don't want to round over with your upper back. 3, 2, 1, rest. I think the best way to do this is to prop your hand on something, whether it's a bench or a step or a chair. 2, 1, here we go. But for me, all I have around is open space, so that's what I'll do. Think about squeezing that shoulder blade in towards your spine. 3 seconds on the hold. 2, 1, and here we go. Moving through the motion. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, last one, we're on the floor for a glute bridge. Gonna be 2 feet. This one will feel relatively easy compared to the others. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and we go. So we're tucking that tailbone under, pressing up towards the ceiling. Make sure we're not overextending or arching your back. Squeezing hard with your cheeks at the top. 2, 1, and now we move. So hips go down to the floor and then we press up. Making sure we're pressing through the heels. Five seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, that's round 1. 3 rounds to go. Back up to the split squat. If you're going to be holding weight, you can hold it up under your chin for the split squat or down on the side where your leg is back. All right, here we go. So here my right leg is back. I'm holding the weight in my right hand. Make sure shoulders are back. 5 seconds left on the hold. 2, 1, and here we go. Going through the reps, try to get that knee all the way down to the floor. Body should be going straight up and down like you're riding in an elevator rather than moving forward and backward. We don't want to move forward and backward. You're going to keep that back heel high and rest. All right, so we want that back heel to stay up high the whole time so that you're not rocking your body forward and backward as you drop your heel. So only the ball of your foot on the floor in the back. All right, 3 seconds, other side. Ready, and go. Down for a hold. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we go through reps. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Rows are next. Okay, 3 seconds, 2, 1, and we go. Whatever side the weight is on, that foot is back. Oops, we're holding. Making sure your toes are facing the same direction. 5 seconds left. And we row. As you're going through the movement, make sure your shoulder stays away from your ear. We don't want to be crunching up. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, other side. 2, 1, starting with the hold. Keeping that elbow pinned up towards the ceiling. Chest is out, chin is back and in. 3 seconds. And we go, move through the reps. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, glute bridge. right, starting in 2, 1, and we go. Press those hips up. Squeezing your cheeks nice and strong, almost stronger than they would need to be. Like if somebody dropped a sandbag on your hips, you wouldn't budge. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and we go through the reps. Think about that tailbone pointing up as you go. You're almost going to peel your tailbone off the floor. 5 seconds. 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, we're halfway done. Back up to the split squat for round 3. Starting in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Make sure upper body posture is strong. Five seconds on the hold. 3, 2, 1, and we move. Five seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. So if you're going at a decent clip, we're looking at about 7 or 8 reps as you move. Okay, we're going back to the hold on the other side in 3, 2, 1, and go. Five seconds on the hold. And we move. Five seconds left. 2, 1, rest. Okay, hold on the row. Starting in 2, 1, and we go. These rest intervals are starting to get shorter and shorter somehow. Try to get that elbow past your ribs as the hold, or on your hold. 2 seconds. 1, and we move. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Go to the other side. All right, and here we go. Hold on the other side. Remember, we're keeping that chest out. Not rounding the head down towards the floor. 2, 1, and we move. Five seconds left. 3, 2, 1, rest. Glute bridge. Okay, 2, 1. Press up and hold. Check in with your low back. Make sure there's no arch. Belly should be strong. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and we move. Making sure shins are staying parallel to each other. Don't let your knees cave in. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys, good job. Last round coming up. 5 seconds, up to the split squat. And 2, 1, and here we go. Last round, let's push yourself. Going for perfect form here. Maybe you're able to grab a different weight, a heavier weight. Just trying to get through this last round with good form. 5 seconds, hold. 2, 1, and we move. Ten seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. Remember, we're shooting for about 8 reps, plus or minus 1. Last round. Other side, ready, and hold. Here we go. 10 seconds left on the hold. 2, 1, and we move. Five seconds left. 2, 1, rest. All right, row hold starting in 5, 2, 1, and here we go. Start with the hold. 10 left. 3, 2, 1, and we move. Ten left. 3, 2, 1, rest. Other arm to wrap up the rows. In 2, 1, and we go. Three seconds on the hold. 2, 1, and let's move. Keeping that shoulder away from your ear. Elbow moves past your ribs up towards the ceiling. 3 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Last bit of work. Making sure this is your cheeks, not your low back doing the work. Starting our hold in 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Pressing up and hold. Squeeze hard. Belly strong, butt strong. Five seconds. And let's move. Every time you touch down, your waistband should be touching the ground. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Take our 20 seconds to rest. And relax. Okay. That's new. I like the pre-fatigue idea. I will tell you, it is worse if you hold after you do the reps. So that was a little bit more forgiving than holding after. That's just miserable. But that was still a pretty good challenge. Kind of depends on the weights you were using, but challenging either way. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I will be in the gym the rest of the week, so you won't see me in the morning, but maybe stop by and visit. You can get a morning class. Not you, Ted, you stay at home.
Day 7.
Day 7, okay.
Thanks.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Bye.
See ya.